Rightio everybody, getting ready for the presentation now for round 5 of the Brisbane Collision Centre Queensland Touring Car Championship. And I think I'm right in saying it's one of the first times in category history where we've had consecutive rounds in consecutive days. We've had 1 week turnarounds before, 2 week turnarounds before, but never 12-hour turnarounds. So it's keeping everybody on their toes here. Tomorrow is when we'll announce Potluck Pole Award winners. That is not something we need to address today. However, we will present Hard Charger Awards this afternoon to, in Group C, the debutant himself, Hudson James, ladies and gentlemen. Come forward, son. Another one. Superb performance from the Holden. The BMW Brigade had been smiling all season because they'd finally got rid of Murray Riley. He broke out up into Group B. Along comes another Holden to cause them all sorts of nightmares. Very well done. You'll hear from Hudson a little bit later on in the presentation here. Well done. Group B. A new race winner in Group B in season 2021. Therefore, the Hard Charger Award winner, Wes Hannafan. And likewise, we'll hear from Hanno again a little bit later on as well, right here and now. We'll go to Group A at this point. Good on you, Hanno. Thank you, mate. Well done. And interesting day at the office for Les. Looking forward to getting his account of the last 2 races in a few moments' time. Group A, on a day where Holden went 1, 2, 3 and 4, you had to look beyond the predictable and go to a bloke that is finally back on the grid after 3 months off, Saxon Moyes. And an impressive effort it was too from the young man in the BMW. Saxon, come this way, mate, because you need to get a photo with Fee there, and just you, not me. And secondly, we'll have a chat here because we won't see you again throughout this presentation. Spoiler alert for those of you that didn't already know, but yes, Saxon's only here once in this presentation. Sorry to all the Saxon Moyes fan club out there. Mate, very nicely done. Great to see you back on the grid. And finally, the car is running reliably and your dad can stop tearing his hair out.
Yeah, 100%. It's great to be back and we actually finished a round, which is perfect. Car drove good, gearbox went good, no problems. It was just so hot. Like, I bet everyone was on the same problem, not being able to have too much grip. Is how hot the track was, how hot the weather was. Temperature was crazy. But yeah, it's good. It's good fun.
It certainly was, and you must be looking forward to having another crack tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be fun. Keen, having a good night's sleep, and then early in the morning.
Get stuck back into it. Saxon Moyes, everybody, well done, mate. Very nicely done. And for those of you tuning in on YouTube, I apologise because there's only 2 hands for Zach and 4 things to hold at the moment. We've got the best octopus balancing out going on as we can here to accommodate the people in the room, the people on the net and the people on the radio as well. Let's move into Group C presentations now. We'll get the great man Jim Weir from Hully's Automotive, ladies and gentlemen, to come forward and present the trophies here. Good on you, Jim. Thank you. Jim's not going to be here tomorrow because he and Tommy John Swalbrook won't be on the grid, along with quite a few others, unfortunately. A bit of a depleted field tomorrow, but that was always the risk we took. Let's go to Group C firstly, if we can, Jim. We'll grab 3rd place in Group C on a day where the record books have been reset because we got our first clean sweep of the season in Group C and an 8th different winner there as well for season 2021. Actually, it's 9, my apologies, I was right the first time. But the man that's taken the championship lead in Group C, pending what happens tomorrow and the countback equations and drop rounds and all that sort of stuff, is 3rd for the round, Matthew Davitt. Jim will present the trophies and we'll have a chat to Matt in just a moment, but we'll get the podium photos first and then we'll get the drivers to come down individually and have a chat to me here because the internal speaker is wired. The internal mic is wired. Hey, let's get second place up here. Debut Queensland Touring Car Championship appearance. Grabbed pole position because of the rules of the book. Call it the Queensland Touring Car Championship Virgin rule, if you like. He started race 1 at the rear of the grid. Drove through marvellously to second. Stayed there for the day. Led briefly in that third race before it went into clampdown. Superb performance for someone with not a hell of a lot of racing experience, but plenty of potential. Hudson James! This was a superb performance. And again, a Holden to cause a headache for the BMW Brigade. I love it. Hey, first place today. Grabbed his first win this morning on the back of 6 weeks of hard work, fine-tuning the car during the mid-season break, a confusing mid-season break for so many reasons, but brought it out here in one piece. Upstaged the Team Schnitzel boys, much to everyone's surprise, I think, but this guy is one to watch going forward as well. A clean sweep for Sam Allen. And a fine clean sweep it was as well. We'll hear from the top 3 in just a moment. We'll let Fee take some photos here with the boys first of all. So BMW 1 and 3, Holden 2, and lots to be excited about with particularly first and second on that podium, and more of the same from third and beyond. Matty Devitt, come and have a chat to me, please. So you got the better of your team at Andrew night. It was 1 point the difference in the championship coming into this round. Pending what happens tomorrow, you could well walk away as the championship leader, and that brings with it a little bit of pressure going into round 7. What'd you make of the day?
Yeah, I just had nothing for these two boys. They just drove away from me all day. Yeah, some good racing a little bit further back. Few bumps and that sort of thing, but my main aim for the day was just keep out of trouble and hopefully beat Andrew.
and somehow, in amongst an action-packed day of great drama and excitement, you did stay out of trouble. You had Andrew's measure on a couple of occasions. He bounced back in race 3 there. Really good to see. There's no team orders at stake here. It's Team Schnitzel first, driver second, and that's a good mentality to have going forward, because at the end of the day, today has proven that you guys might not have it all your own way like you have for the first 3 rounds, at least, in the last couple.
Yeah, the boys today, they just outdrove both of us, really. Nothing a few more horsepower won't fix, and I might hit my wife up again and see whether she can buy me a new set of tyres.
That's the one.
Yep. Some camshafts. You know, Christmas is coming.
And it's coming early because you get the best of both worlds, because you were originally due to be in Leeburn this weekend. You now get to do the full QTCC campaign and Leeburn as well, so that's automatically going to require more spending.
Yeah, it will. So I'm sure she'll be happy with a set of tyres or something for Christmas, or some extractors or something. She loves that sort of thing.
Take her out for dinner as well. Well done, Matty Devitt. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, Matty Devitt, ladies and gentlemen. Hudson James. I warned this bloke this morning that pending his performance, we'll be back to have a chat. Turns out we're going to be chatting to him quite frequently. Extraordinary debut, one of the best we've seen, and you really took it to Sam there. You applied the pressure in the final race, particularly. You've had quite a day out.
Oh yeah, I did. I tried very hard to keep up with him. I was on his rear bumper through the whole entire race, trying to make a couple of moves, but got in the wrong gears, got a bit of sideways that we had. I think he liked it. But yeah, really good racing for you. Good job for that. And yeah, the car ran beautiful.
And such respect. I mean, we talk often about the trust required to race side by side with competitors, and you've just came in today as a new competitor and raced side by side with this bloke as though you've been racing together for 5 years or so. It was quite extraordinary to watch. How exciting and enjoyable was it from the cockpit?
Oh, I loved it. It was a great experience for me. Today was my first day actually racing, competing, but I just had to give it a go, see what I can do, and it turned out really good.
You must have a couple of people you want to thank.
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Mum and Dad for being here. especially Rod Dawson, who taught me how to race and build this amazing car that got me here today. And also my sponsors, friends, family to support me.
Well done, Hudson James. Remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. Extraordinary performance in Group B. Thanks, guys. Well done. Sam Allen, come forward. Oh, mate. Chalk Up won this morning, 9th different winner of the season. I think my maths are right there. The numbers that you've been able to rack up today. First race win, first clean sweep in Group C for the season. Talk about a good day out.
Yeah, pretty happy with it. Car's running strong. We made a lot of changes in the last couple of weeks and seems to have paid off. So yeah, we're pretty happy with it. Yeah.
Talk about racing with the pressure at the Holden behind you. Were you feeling the pressure? Were you mindful of his presence there?
Yeah, basically the whole weekend, the whole day today, he was right on my back bumper. As soon as I made the tiniest mistake, he was up the inside. So yeah, it was really, really good racing, clean racing, which is awesome. You know, you can really trust these guys when you're racing around them. You just know that they're going to do the right thing by you if you do the right thing by them. So yeah, awesome racing, good fun. And
I mean, you've only been with us for a few rounds now. It didn't take you long to find the top step.
Yeah, you know, been plugging away at it, and we're confident there's more in the car, so we'll see how it can go.
Okay, I'll leave it there. We'll probably chat to you more tomorrow, knowing how today's played out. Some thank yous from you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to my team. Without Todd's help, the car would not be here, and I forgot to thank him last week and last round, and I felt so bad. So Todd's an absolute trooper. He looks after my car for me, even when I can't be bothered. So thanks to my parents, my sister, my girlfriend Talia, my sponsors, Just Trailers Engineering and Clayton from Sticks Industries. Again, without those guys, I wouldn't be racing. So yeah, just really stoked to take one home for the team.
A first-time winner in Group C, ladies and gentlemen. A first-time podium sitter in Hudson James as well. Sam Allen and the Group C podium. Oh, this one. Right. Thanks, mate. Right, from Group C to Group B, ladies and gentlemen, we'll roll through this. I probably need a notepad before we go on. I don't know who was left in charge of trying to calculate the points here, but it was very, very tight between third and second, and we expected that. When you look at the fact that the top three in no particular order had 2 firsts and a third, 2 seconds and a third, and a first, a second and a fourth. Geez, it's an incredibly tight Group B round that's played out here today. Third place, Rob Droder back in form. As he comes forward, second place on the back of that race win, on the back of 2 very nice saves, one because of a tank slapper, one because of a little bit of contact. Les Hannafin! And back in victory lane, he's managed to grab a couple of round wins now and race wins in the last 3 rounds on the trot. Simon Winters! On a day where Gary Anger came in as the championship leader and incurred 2 different mechanical dramas along the way. It was one of those disappointing things for Anger, but it worked to the favour of these 3 gentlemen right here. Yeah, you need to stand up on the podium, boys, so we can see 1, 2 and 3 in the QTCC logo. Thank you very much. And once Fiona is happy with her photographs here, we'll grab Rob Droder down for a chat. Rob, need to ask a couple of questions here. A, how good is it to have a reliable car again, and how nice is it to be back on the podium?
Yeah, well, actually, it's good to get back on the podium. It's good to have the car actually running, and if it wasn't for Stuart Walker Racing, or maybe call it Stuart Walker Family Racing, but lucky I was able to score his old motor and get us out of trouble.
A couple of really good scraps throughout the day, mate, particularly with Simon Winters and also Gary Anger as well, and Les Hannafin.
Yeah, it was. It's pretty tough.
That one
What?
just needs to go. Oh, we can't hear, mate.
You don't do it?
We can't hear.
Oh. Now we right?
Go for it.
Now what do you want me to say?
No. That's all right. I'll retake that. Sorry for those of you watching on YouTube, but we're trying to do three things at once here. Particularly good scraps for you today. Firstly with Gary Anger, then Les Hannafin, and also Simon Winters as well.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty tough. The guys were right on the money, and you couldn't make a mistake. You know, everyone was ready to pounce, and everyone was pretty damn quick. And yeah, it's just a great battle and very enjoyable in amongst it all. So.
Indeed. And just looking ahead to tomorrow, what's the plan of attack?
Well, you know, we managed all the best of our old tyres for today, and hopefully got some better ones for tomorrow, and hopefully we can get the car at the pointy end.
Excellent stuff. Rob Drider, everybody. Well done, mate. Thank you. Les Hannafin. What an extraordinary day out. Unfortunately, the third race probably didn't go to plan, but you still ended up with fourth.
Yeah, no, it was good, mate. It was good. It was fun racing through the back and coming forward. The car was really good all day. It just wouldn't start when I went to go out in that third race. I think it's because it's a carby car and it was so close between races, it must have got a little bit hot and didn't like it. But anyway, I sorted it out and come through the best I could and had a really good weekend. Really good.
Well, it's only half done. Looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow for sure, mate. We'll just go home and get some new tyres and put some more petrol in it and away we go.
Excellent. Les Hannafin, everybody. We'll catch up more tomorrow with Hanno. Fantastic. Simon, you're already in the swear jar once today. Don't make it twice.
Sorry.
Very nice to see you. Very nice that the car is on song. 2 race wins today. And whilst the championship might be a long shot, you're doing everything in your power to finish as high as possible.
Oh, yeah, just here for the fun, Zach. Great racing with Hanno. I didn't want to win in that fashion where Hanno overcooked it a bit, but I'll take it anyway. It's always good coming first. My wife always says she likes it when I come second. I never quite understood that, but here I am coming first. And obviously this doesn't happen without a good team around you. So to my beautiful wife Jane, Buckets, Leanne and Rod for helping put the car together, it's all really good. So thank you.
Well done. I'm going to leave it there before anything more inappropriate gets said. Simon Winters in Group B, everybody, well done. All right. Let's go to Group A and wrap it up on the back of round 5 of the championship, concluding on a glorious Saturday afternoon with an early taste of spring to it here on the second last weekend of winter. Third today, again, second and third tied on points, or tight, not tied, tight. I just want to clarify that for everybody tuning in who might have misheard me speak there the first time. Between the championship leader, who's looking good for back-to-back titles, and also the big improver of the season, as proven by his form at 2 Days of Thunder, backed up again today. Third place to Lee Gravelin. He's on his way down to the front. Second place to the number 1, who has had a pretty good day out in terms of extending his championship lead, Matthew Hark. And not the way he wanted to achieve it, I'm sure, but we're rewriting the record books here. 10 consecutive race wins on the trot for your round winner in round 5, Chris Brown, the 2-time champion. Nearly didn't get it, but the third and final race truncated with that clamp down situation. Fantastic stuff. We'll grab Lee Gravelin for a chat here in just a moment. On the back of what was a very nice performance from him. Lee, come on over, mate. Congratulations, another fine result, and again, not a championship campaign by any stretch of the imagination, but consistent finishes, building the confidence for a proper crack next year, I would imagine.
Yeah, every time I come out here, you're always learning something. You're always improving your driving. The car's getting better, so it's a hell of a lot of fun. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Indeed it is, and some really good scraps between you, Stewie Walker and Matty Hart throughout the course of the day.
That seems to be how it's going lately. Me and Matt's a very hard man to get round, and so is Stewie. So the three of us, I think, are very similar in lap times. So, yeah, it's good.
And what's the plan of attack for tomorrow, if you don't mind me asking?
Get out of bed and drive up here and get in the car and see what happens and have some fun.
Short, sweet, simple. Lee Gravel and everybody. Well done. Thanks, mate. Well done. It's not about the championship, as told by the bloke that now enjoys a 4-figure lead. The championship lead out beyond 1,000 points now. And that's going to make you very difficult to catch in round 7, irrespective of what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, I haven't been thinking about it.
I know.
Yeah, just racing, enjoying it, trying to do PBs, having fun with Lee this time, and yeah, I don't know. Brownie's a bit hard to catch, so I can see the back of it, but that's about it.
When's it going to dawn on you that you're going to be in rare company if you can tick this off and grab back-to-back titles?
Yeah, well, I think Brownie's the only other one that's done it, so I don't know. Not too worried. Just see how it goes. Just we got that one out of the way. We can have a fun one tomorrow and just play around and see how we go with the last one, I suppose.
Your entire stable, it's been a mixed day at the office, headlined and highlighted by the success of yourself and Les, but obviously Nick Linton in early retirement. We've seen what's happened to Peter Bray, and Cameron went home to try and get some stuff repaired as well, ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, just the alignment or something's out on it. We had a practice on Friday and found that the rack was loose, so he's gone back to do a nut and bolt check, and we'll put it on the aligner tonight, and hopefully he can have a good run tomorrow.
Hopefully, indeed, and hopefully you can have a good run tomorrow. What's the plan of attack from here?
I got to put some brakes on it. The actual rotor was cracked right through on that last one, so I had to sort of settle for 3rd position. I would have liked to have give Lee another run. We'll put some brand new ones on it and have another go tomorrow.
Something about brakes in race 3 today, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. Nathan Marks has walked away okay. We're happy to report that. And of course, probably the clampdown situation helped yours from deteriorating any further.
Yeah, well, that's right. And we just settled with that. Obviously, they just wanted to get the cars out and make sure old mate was all right. And yeah, thankfully he was. A couple of cars damaged, but that's part of it.
All right. I'll let you go now because you're a man of a few words. Matty Hark, thank you. Well done. Chris Brown, come and join us, please. Wow. As Matty Hark said, only 2-time champion in the club, only back-to-back champion in the club. And now, I would hazard a guess without having properly checked the record books, but I'm pretty certain, given the competitive nature of Group A, the outright division over the years, double digits, 10 consecutive race wins. You are in some sort of form.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Car's going well. Shame we didn't have the speed early on in the year, or reliability early on in the year, but car's going good.
How hungry does that make you? Obviously, the frustrations of round 1 and part of round 2 as well, to come back and have a proper crack next year?
There's going to be more competition, obviously.
Yep.
Matt's got a new car he's building.
Yep.
Chris Sharples, wherever he's gone. Hopefully he's back. Dean McMahon. Maybe even Dan Cooter might turn up.
He might.
Maybe Muzz will come back and throw the cat amongst the pigeons.
Jim Spence. Calling Jim Spence if he gets his car out in the track. So let's just hope there's some more numbers in Group A next year, and bring a bit more competition.
Indeed. Clearly a few people you want to thank on the back of what was an extraordinary day at the office. Again, a day that challenged you because you lost a little speed between qualifying and race 1, but you did enough to maintain the gap at the front and do everything that needed to be done to rack up 1-1-1 again.
Firstly, I'd like to thank my lovely wife, Tanya, my daughter, Ella, my mum and dad, Peter and Cecily. So, thanks for coming and supporting us today. So, thank you very much. And also all the committee for running the club. Dan helped him the other night with getting the car together. And
Help him get his car going.
I offered. And these guys for keeping me honest as well. So, thank you very much, everyone.
Chris Brown, everybody. We will catch up with him tomorrow again, no doubt. A superb performance not how he wanted to get number 10 on the trot, I'm sure, under those circumstances, but he will take it in this instance because, well, A, he has no choice, and B, he creates a little bit of history. 8, 9, 10 on the trot, racked up today. There's your Group A podium, ladies and gentlemen, the outright podium for round 5 of the Brisbane Collision Centre Queensland Touring Car Championship.